Welcome back to our channel, where we bring you the craziest and weirdest facts from the world of animals. Our today's video is about a tapir. This mammal is considered to be one of the most unique creatures that exist nowadays on our planet. They are called as living fossils because their ancestors have changed very little over millions of years. The name of this mammal comes from the Tupi language, which means I'm going to die of hunger. Sounds bad, right? Well, if you want to find out why this name was given to this species, stay tuned until the end of the video. Meanwhile, let us tell you another fact. These mammals have been around for 38 million years, which makes them older than horses and camels. How amazing is that? Let us know in the comments below. When we talk about tapirs, we should mention where these strange creatures live. You can find them in swamps, marshes, and rainforests across South America and Southeast Asia. They prefer to live near water since they spend a lot of time in it. Even though tapirs are large, clumsy, and heavy, they are surprisingly good swimmers. Speaking of their size, adult males measure up to 8 feet long and can weigh up to 660 pounds. Females are usually smaller. Their height ranges between 7.2 and 8.2 feet. The average lifespan of a tapir is 30 years, but in captivity they can live up to 50 years. Even though they spend most of their time eating, tapirs are still able to gain fat and remain obese. Due to their weight, these mammals can easily step on and kill many animals that get in their way. So what do they eat? Tapirs are herbivores. They feed on aquatic vegetation, fruits, tree bark, and leaves. Sometimes they also consume soil that helps with digestion. As we have already mentioned, they spend a lot of time looking for food. That is why tapirs are mostly active during the day, unlike other nocturnal animals. However, in some regions of South America, there are species of tapirs that are active at night. As you may have guessed, being slow and big has its drawbacks. Tapirs are defenseless against predators such as jaguars, pumas, anacondas, and caimans. If you're wondering why there aren't more predators trying to hunt tapirs, it is due to their size. Only the largest snakes and most skilled predators can take down such a huge mammal. Now let us return to the title of our video and see what happened to this tapir. The jungle was alive with sounds that only the night knows. Chirps, rustles, the distant howl of monkeys. In the dim moonlight, a tapir moved quietly to the riverbank, its dark shape blending with the trees. For the villagers nearby, this was a harmless creature, shy and gentle, often mistaken for a mix of pig and elephant. But on this night, the tapir's quiet path would collide with something deadly, and the outcome would shock everyone. From the shadows, golden eyes glowed. A puma, sleek and powerful, crouched low in the undergrowth. Muscles tense, whiskers twitching, it studied the tapir with silent precision. To the predator, this was the perfect chance. A lone animal, distracted by water. The jungle seemed to hold its breath, and then it happened. The puma leaped a flash of fur, claws outstretched, a predator's scream cutting through the night. The tapir bolted, but not away, straight toward the village. Its hooves pounded the ground like drums, its breath sharp and desperate. The predator followed, closing in, driven by hunger. Then something unexpected happened. The tapir crashed into the clearing where villagers sat around a dying fire. Startled, they leaped up just as the puma emerged from the darkness. Screams rose, chaos spread, but the tapir stood its ground. Instead of fleeing, it wheeled around, charging toward the predator with surprising force. The puma hesitated. It hadn't expected resistance, not from prey, and certainly not from something that now had humans rallying behind it. The villagers grabbed sticks, threw burning branches, their courage ignited by the tapir's sudden defiance. Together, man and beast formed a line, refusing to give in. The predator snarled, circled, but the moment was lost. With a final growl, the puma slipped back into the shadows, melting into the forest where it had come from. Silence fell heavy, broken only by the tapir's ragged breaths. The villagers stared in awe. The animal they thought of as harmless had stood between them and certain death. That night, the jungle echoed with a different kind of sound, the sound of unity. The villagers huddled close, the dying fire reflecting in their wide eyes. Fear was still fresh, but so was respect. They had faced a predator before, and they had won. Thanks to the tapir, as dawn painted the sky with hues of orange and purple, the villagers emerged from their homes, shaken but resolute. The clearing where the puma had been held was now a testament to their collective courage. Littered with charred sticks and trampled undergrowth, the tapir, its coat damp with sweat and fear, stood apart from the crowd. It had stood alone against the predator, and now it stood quietly in the aftermath. The elders, their faces etched with wisdom and concern, gathered the villagers. They spoke not of vengeance, but of understanding. They recounted tales of the jungle's balance, where every creature had its role. They spoke of the puma, not as a monster, but as a hunter, driven by the laws of nature. They told stories of the tapir, not as a timid prey, but as a symbol of courage, ready to defend when all else failed. News of the night's events spread like wildfire through the valley, each retelling adding a layer of respect for the quiet, unassuming tapir. Parents pointed to the clearing, their voices hushed with awe as they told their children of the tapir's bravery. The young ones listened, wide-eyed, clutching their parents' hands. For them, the tapir became a hero, a living legend that proved even the smallest could be the strongest. In the days that followed, the villagers' fear transformed into admiration. They saw the tapir with new eyes, recognizing the strength it took to stand against the puma. They left offerings of fruit and water near the riverbank, a silent promise of respect. The tapir, sensing the shift in perception, remained calm and gracious. It dipped its head to acknowledge the offerings, but never stayed long. It was still the gentle, unassuming creature they had known. Yet now, it carried itself with a quiet dignity. As the sun set and the moon replaced the sky, the villagers gathered once more around the clearing. They sat in respectful silence, paying homage to the night's events. They did not mock the puma, nor did they gloat in their victory. They understood the delicate balance of nature that they were a part of. For them, the encounter was a lesson, a reminder that courage could come from the most unexpected sources. It was a testament to the spirit of unity, where a community bound together could overcome any challenge. As the fire crackled and the shadows danced, the villagers knew they were not alone. The clearing was no longer just a spot in the jungle. It was a symbol of courage, a monument to unity, and a sanctuary protected by an unlikely hero, the tapir. So what do you think about this story? Let us know in the comments below. We hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave us a like before you go. Thanks for watching. See you next time.